flipping cars until I can afford to fix my broken BMW M135i, because the engine sounds like this. And to me, that sounds like the rod bearings have gone. And for a replacement second-hand engine from eBay, it's about £4,000 to £5,000. So I'm going to flip cars and save all the profits so I can fix my car. This is my next flip. It's a Vauxhall Corsa that I found for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And the car was listed for £2,000 and I managed to get the price a lot less than that. You do 1,000?
The trade-in offer I got was about 1,300.
150 then. We'll have to spend quite a bit of money on this, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I might to walk away, but if you do 150, I'll take it, to be honest.
I don't think I can quite get that.
So this is why I offered him half the price that the car was up for. On the test drive, the car pulled hard to the right hand side when I pressed the brake. And this is when it happened during the test drive. You can see that the car was pulling to the right hand side really hard. There is also a bulge on one of the tyres, so that's going to need replacing. There is some sort of leak in the boot, but I think it's just engine oil that spilled. The brake disc and pads also need to be done, and the MOT also runs out in 2 months. So after speaking to my mechanic, I made him an offer of £1,100.
Be happy with doing 1,100 just because I know it's going to all add up in the end, man.
Yeah.
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 Alright then, I'm gonna send it now, alright? Could receive it now. Just sent it.
It's all good for you.
Alright, cheers man. Appreciate it. I've just bought a Vauxhall Corsa from Facebook Marketplace, right? The car drives fine and it's a clean car, but it does have a couple of issues. When I brake, the car pulls to the right. So if I speed up now and I brake, the car pulls to the right really bad. But I've still risked it and bought the car. I got it for £1,100. Got 65,000 miles on the clock and it's a 2014 Vauxhall Corsa. I think retail is worth £3,800, I think. It needs a new tyre, new brake disc and pads, needs a service. You also need the brake sorting out. It could be the ABS pump, so I'm not sure. But I took the risk, bought the car, there's enough profit in it to fix it. So the first thing to do is to get this tyre replaced that has the bulge in it. So I'm jacking the car up so I can get the wheel off. With the wheel now off, you can see how bad that bulge is. I'm surprised that tyre didn't pop. Let's get the wheel in the car and take it to the tyre shop. We're currently at GSF Parts about to get the brake disc and pads for the car. I've got ABS pump on the way. Today I'm going to check the brake caliper on the side that the brake isn't working to just see that if it's a seized caliper. So guys, I've just got back and I just checked if the brake caliper is seized, and it's not because there's no brake fluid coming out the caliper. When I unscrew the bleed valve on the brake caliper, nothing comes out. It is bone dry, so I can definitely confirm it's the ABS pump. So let's get started with changing the brake disc and the pads. So the first thing to do is to crack the screws that hold the brake disc in place. And then I need to remove the brake caliper to get more access to the brake disc. With the brake caliper out the way, the next thing to do is to take the brake pads out. And the last thing to remove is the brake caliper bracket. With the brake caliper bracket now removed, I now have full access to the brake disc, so let's get it off. With the brake disc now off, I'm using a wire brush and brake dust cleaner to give the hub a good clean. With the hub nice and clean, it's time to put the new brake disc on. I also gave the brake caliper bracket a clean with brake dust cleaner and a wire brush. I also cleaned the brake pad guides as well. With everything now clean, it's now time to put the brake caliper bracket back on. With the brake caliper bracket now on, I'm going to use the wind back tool to wind back the brake caliper. So the brake caliper is now wound back. Let's put the new brake pads in and get this on. With the new brake pads now installed, I can now put the brake caliper back on. So this side's now complete, the tyre's been replaced, the new brake disc and pads, and now let's do the other side. I'm not going to film the other side because that's going to be boring for you guys to see. So I've just done both the sides just in time because, as you guys can see, it started raining really hard. So the next thing to do is to service this car, because this car hasn't been serviced in like 5 years. It's now 65,000 miles and I think the last service was 30,000 miles. So let's start the oil and filter service off by draining the engine oil. Yes. Only got a little bit on my finger. While the engine oil's draining out, let's remove the oil filter. I'm now just cleaning out the oil filter. Hopefully that one that I got is the right one. It's now time to put the new oil filter in. So I start off by swapping over the rubber seals, and then I put the new oil filter in. Before I put the new oil filter in, I put some engine oil around the rubber seal. And now it's time to install the new oil filter and rubber seal.
The next thing to do is to remove the air box so I can get access to the air filter. So let's get the old one out and put the new one in and put everything back together. The last thing to do is to put the new sump plug in.
There you go. The car's now been dropped to the floor and now it's time to fill up the engine with some new engine oil. Right, so the car's now fully serviced. Let's give it a start and then check the engine oil level. I've already checked it and it's up to level, but let's start the car. Starts up perfectly. The car's now freshly serviced. The engine's running nice and smooth. The engine oil's up to the correct level, so that's a service complete.
The new ABS pump has now arrived. Let's unpackage it and get it in.
The first thing I'm doing, I'm going to use this to push the brake down, and then now we can undo the ABS pump.
The first thing to do is to remove the battery so I could get better access to the ABS pump. With the battery now removed, I now have full access to the ABS pump. And I'm using my 11mm spanner to disconnect all the brake lines. With all the brake lines now disconnected, I can now remove the ABS pump. Now I'm swapping these rubber things over before I put the new ABS pump in. Now it's time to install the new ABS pump and reconnect all the brake lines.
The new ABS pump is now in and the battery, so let's start the car to see if it throws any fault codes. Right, so it's time to start the car up and see if there's any fault codes, and so far there's no fault codes on the dash, so the next thing to do now is to bleed the brake. So I've pumped the brake about 20 times, I've put this on it, so let's try bleed it. Let's go pump the brake some more times.
So I repeated this process until the brake pedal felt like it should, and I bled all 4 sides, but I just didn't film it.
So I've just finished bleeding the brakes. I didn't film the whole thing because it's just time consuming, but the brakes feel really good and sharp now, so I'm going to take the car for a test drive to see how the car drives, to just make sure that it's all fixed and it's all good. On the first drive, and now it is the moment of truth, if the car still pulls to the right when I press the brake. So I'm going to build up a bit of speed and then I'm going to press the brake pedal. So I'm going to brake now. The car doesn't pull to the right anymore, which is great. Alright, let's see how the car does on the dual carriageway. But so far so good. There's no other issues with the car now, so I've fixed everything. It is a really rainy day today, so I guess I finished it just in time. So then we'll just press the brake again. Yeah, the car is no longer pulling to the right, so I'm really happy with that. Let's change lanes. So just got back from the test drive and the car drives spot on, no issues anymore. So next thing to do is the MOT. So I'm at the garage just about to get the Corsa and MOT. Fingers crossed the car passes. I think it will, so I'm just currently waiting to get the car done. So I've took the car for an MOT 2 days ago. It was really dark when I done it, so I didn't film anything, but I can thankfully say the car's now passed MOT with no advisories, guys. So I've done all the work to the car. It's now complete. It's time to give it a polish and a wash and put it up for sale, and fingers crossed it sells quick, innit?
The last thing to do is to give the car a polish. And my apologies about my pants, I didn't know that they were that low.
This is how the car's turned out after a polish, and I must say the car has scrubbed up well, and I don't think this one will take long to sell at all because it's in really good condition, to be honest. Have a look at it. To be honest, it didn't even need a polish, but I just gave it one anyway. But yeah, interior is also clean as well. And that is the finishing product.
And then I listed the car for sale on Gumtree and Facebook Marketplace. And not long after I listed the car, I received this phone call.
Is the price negotiable? Because I don't want to waste your time. I know you've got to make a drink on it, right?
Yeah.
How close to 2,300 can we get for a no-nonsense sale?
I mean, I'll be happy to do 2,500.
Yeah, 2.5. Probably stretching it. Can you leave it with me for about an hour? See if I can come up from 2.3. If not, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I'm just going to be straight with you. I don't want to waste your time.
Probably the absolute best I can do that. I'm probably not happy doing it, but just for a quick sale and you seem interested.
mate.
Could probably do 2,400.
Can you leave it with me? Let me speak to her now, yeah? And I'll come right back to you. And if we're all good, I'll leave you a
that's
small
fine.
deposit. And
I can also send you. I could also send you a video of the car as well. I've got your number now.
Send me a video of the car, please, mate, on WhatsApp. That will help.
Yeah. I'll send.
Right,
I'll send you a video now. Right.
Wicked strike to you. I'll leave you deposit now, mate.
All right, no problem. I'll send it to you
Cheers,
now.
bro. Bye. And if I did want it to come, can I come tomorrow possibly?
Yeah, anytime.
All right, wicked. If it's not tomorrow, it's going to be Wednesday, but one way or another, I'll sort something out. I'll leave you a deposit.
Yeah, that's
Cheers,
fine.
mate.
I'll send you the video now. Bye.
So I sent him some videos of the car, he was happy with it. We then agreed on a price of £2,300 and then the guy said he's going to send me a deposit. But he hasn't sent anything and I haven't heard anything from him since, so obviously he just didn't want the car.